Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Rollpo Bulls FM here. Welcome to my episode number 7 of my Bafana series. So it's time to select my squad again. So the second time I'm selecting my squad. Big, big moments. It may take quite a while, but I will pause and do some stuff off camera if it's necessary. But otherwise than that, it's a big moment, so it might take some time as I really need to run through all the players and make sure those I have selected is in my squad. So what I'm first gonna do, I'm gonna go to the national pool and just click on appearances. So now I can see who is not in my team, whom I've played lately. So as you can see, these guys are all injured, which is unfortunate. 8 to 9 days, so he won't be able to make it. Fala and Dalen Clausen. So Dalen Clausen is available again. I don't think he's 100% match fit, but I'd still love to give him a call up. So Lewis got his call up, so he will be eligible for South Africa from now on. So I don't need to worry about him anymore. But really I need to select Clausen as he is class. So I'm gonna go ahead and select him, and then also might have to select this guy again, as Mapalela is not really a match fit at the moment, or his conditioning as well, his sharpness as well, but his conditioning is he's a little bit tired, but it's just because he played a match 3 days ago, but he haven't really recovered from that, so a little bit concerning for me to choose him. So we'll have to wait and see, but he is on quite a good form, so but I'm sure my gun. Yeah, you see, this guy isn't on the best of forms at the moment, but he's playing as a defensive midfielder. That's probably why. Don't know why they play him as a defensive midfielder. And as I thought, this guy is on great form as well. So really need to think about the next team, as May Mshlangu, who I didn't call up for the previous match, hasn't been playing a lot of matches, but he pulled out the 6.5, which is not bad, but it's against Bayern Munich. So it's actually not that bad to play against Bayern Munich and pull out a 6.5 rating. And he only came on so he just came on for about 17 minutes. But he hasn't been playing a lot of matches, so that concerns me. So that's I've seen what I wanted now. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is just gonna make sure my squad is balanced again, because I don't believe it is. So my 3 goalkeepers stay exactly the same. Anele stays there, and my 2 centre backs stays the same. It's just my left back. I've got 2 left backs injured, so Tsepu Masilela will have to come in on left back, as he wasn't selected for left back in the against Argentina. I played Van Heerden. Then I need a defensive midfielder, and then also I need a right attacking midfielder, which I do not know who that could be, but Malu Leka, I might be able to call him up. I'm just checking out his form. It's not bad. At the moment his current run is bad, but previous run was quite good, so Maybe he does deserve a chance, I'm not so sure. But we must first see if Chabalala can't really play on the right. He's more of the, and that concerns me as I only got left. So Piwe Chabalala will might have to go onto the left, and then Clausen on the right. Not Erasmus, Clausen. Sorry, don't see it is winger. So Clausen will go onto the right with Ranti up front. So that's my first team selected for now. Then we've got Mafalele. We just need to view Mokocho because he can also be a very big part of my. Look at that. He's got high attributes for all of them, so he does adapt quite quick, I think. I just had to quickly go put off an alarm. I hope it didn't disturb on the video. Sorry about that. So yeah, as I said, he could be a big threat for the opposition team, and he can also play naturally in this position. So he's surely has to be in my squad. So at a number 4, as Andile Jali will be there, Tulani Serrero will be my number. He will be my number 5. Tulani Serrero would be number 6. So it's starting to take shape now. As Bernard Parker really needs to take number 7. And then we just need a real number 3, which is either a centre back, which we don't have at the moment. So because he's been called up later, I'm gonna drop him, unfortunately, because I need to call up a centre back. And I've got enough attacking midfielders. I've got a left attacker. Maybe I need a right attacking midfielder, but I've got one here, so it's not as big as a rash. So I'll just see who's the biggest players not in the squad. So Mslangu, but really haven't been playing a lot of matches, so that's the reason I'm gonna leave him out. George Labise is also quite big, but I think he's off. Yeah, he's off form. So I really do need a central defender, which should probably be this guy. Unfortunately, Keegan Dolly won't be making it into my squad. And there's no other centre back, so let's quickly have a look at my centre backs. It's strange that I don't really have any great centre backs available at the moment. So it's obvious either this guy, .6, that's not good enough, or this guy, which is naturally more of a right back, but also poor form. Then this guy is obvious my number 1 choice at the moment. Good form, so yeah, he might be able to come in. And apparently Sangweni is on good form, but he's a little bit he's getting quite old now. So I don't know. Maybe I should give Sangweni another chance. but Sianda Zulu also not performing too bad, but he's quite not consistent. And Gumide are really also looking sharp. So I think I might be calling up Gumide, but his physical appearances doesn't look any good. And that really concerns me. But he's a big match player. But they say he isn't, so then he might not be the guy for us, as we really need to win this game. I've got an idea. I'm gonna have to go to pool reports and really see who's been. You see, this guy is playing magnificent. He's a youngster. He can come into my squad, really take over. He has no cons. Surely I should give this guy a first cap or a third cap. Doesn't highlight anything at the moment. So Madisha might be able to come into my squad. Instead of Kumide. He's not even scouted very nicely. So like I told you guys, it really is quite hard. So maybe I should use Amafilela as a reserve and then just select someone who can play on the wing. That could also work. So I'm sure Daniel Cardoza deserves a call up, and rightly does. So I'm gonna go for this chance and call up Daniel Cardoza, and then that should be my squad. I don't want to take any more. It's very hard to decide on national teams, as you guys realize. Like I really thought I've got it, and that now I'm just wasting time and thinking of it, and I really don't want to not call up someone who deserves it. Like for example, Cardoza is quite old thinking about it. He only has one cap at the moment. Determination, aggression. He's not scouted yet. So maybe we should wait for him to get scouted first. And then go for him to. So maybe not calling him up would be the best idea. So Madisha is at the moment the best bet, but he's got a lot of problems. So maybe this guy should be called up, as he was part of my first original squad. And Dr. Mampuru. And also Mumbara. Mumbara also deserves a call up, but not this time. So I'm sure this team looks quite balanced. 6 defenders, which is not how it should be. I prefer 8 defenders in a squad of 23. Then I also prefer around about 6 midfielders, and in this squad I've got 10. But the other thing is the wingers also counts part of the midfield sometimes. So, and sometimes like Makochu also does, because he can play anywhere. So it's difficult for the system to say exactly where. So as you guys can see, there he is. He's actually he's gonna play there, so he is basically a midfielder, but he can also play in the defense if I want to use him there. So that's just what I was referring to. But at the moment, the team looks quite good, or good enough. Erasmus really battling to score, and maybe doesn't deserve a call up. Thinking about it, he's quite average at the moment. I just want to see if there's better strikers at the moment in South Africa. I don't want to not miss out on giving someone an opportunity that could benefit South Africa on the long term. Like for example, this guy is looking quite good. So Erasmus is our best quality. Morris also looks quite good, but hasn't been scouted yet. So Bongani Nudulula is back, and he's also a great option for strike. So he's back from injury, sorry. He's been injured, but hasn't been performing, well, hasn't been given too many games. Majoro, he's looking quite on a standard. Let's say Gambuza. Yeah, he's not on bad form either. Scoring 4 goals in a possible 13. Well, out of 9 games he played, scoring 4 goals. The strike is not the best goal rate. But I'm sure I'm gonna just stick with this guys for now. Let's hope the media doesn't take me out too much, as I hopefully didn't miss out someone big. So Marines de Villiers announced his squad against Egypt. It's a friendly I arranged myself personally, because I believe playing in Egypt against Egypt is an African country. It's quite hot there. Will make us used to conditions in Zambia, as our first game is also away. That's the whole thing I'm saying behind the fact that I arranged it against Egypt specifically. And they also one of the best players in South Africa, best teams in South Africa. So that's in Africa, sorry, best teams in Africa, and that's the main reason why I would like to play against them, to test ourselves against better opponents. I really see where we are at. So at the moment, Kaiser Chiefs players is still dominating my squad selection with 7 players. I'm really trying to get out of that, but Simpiwe Chabalala does have 2 or 3 years left in him. So unfortunately I will have to stay with him, and he is at Kaiser Chiefs. So I'm really trying not to bias towards Kaiser Chiefs or Pirates, and really trying to select players from overseas as well. 20. See players from other clubs in South Africa, and even I'll even sign players from the first national division, or call them up. Sorry, if it needs to. So Mathor beats Inform Sangweni. Sangweni is a little bit old, so I'm sure he's done for. Furman beats Dikakoi. Well, Dikakoi is not playing anymore, so he's not getting match time, so I can't pick him. But otherwise than that, looks like people are quite happy. So and this guy is still young, so he can take us into the future. I keep on forgetting he's young. I always thought he's quite at the age of 29 thereabout. He's still 24, so maybe not a bad call up. Really not a bad call up. So Sisu Kumalu really will be looking to make a breakthrough into my squad one of these days. Just need to scout him quickly. And let's continue. I'll see you guys at the next match. Yes guys, so just before we head up straight to the day of the match, I just want to show you guys this is the biggest reason why I still select so many Kaizer Chiefs players. If you guys can see, they've just won in the semi-final of the AFCON Cup, so 1-0 aggregate against a team from, I'm just not sure from where, from a Congo. So really, they are one of our biggest clubs, and that's the reason why so many players are getting selected into the South African team. And they also won the Super 8 Cup again. So, and that's against Sundowns. And then really our players performing very well. And then we're just gonna have a last team meeting before we get up. So he looks quite unhappy, and that's not good. I don't know why because they're actually agreeing with me, but they're unhappy. So they're just saying they know what's expected of them because they're professional. So I respect that, but that's exactly what I'm telling them, is they should be knowing that we need to do good, because I'm not there to test out players. That's not, I know what I've got in my players. I've been viewing their matches and stuff, been scouting them. So I already know what I've got in my players. What I want to know is, can they play as a unit? Can they play together, and can they play my philosophy, if you guys know what I mean. So I do know some of the Egyptian players. Some of them play for Hull City. So I know a little bit of them. It looks like they only concede before half time, so we'll see what. So I've made 7 changes, but what they don't know is there was injury. Um, so I don't know why, but I did make 7 changes, and the team will be a little bit disrupted. The team would be a little bit disrupted by 7 changes, but still, the international soccer players get injured, players get off form. So really, they should be expecting at least 7 changes for each call up, for each new international window. So really, and then clubs issue instructions, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna experiment. So as you guys can see, national team footballers, Ajax is the most prolific producers, then Supersport United, then Pirates, then Vit, then Kaiser Chiefs here last. But the thing is, that just shows you how much players Kaiser Chiefs and Orlando Pirates buy. So they buy the players, they don't develop them. So they only buy when the player is good, then they buy them because they've got the money. So that's the whole thing. And looks like some of my players got injured. He needs rest. He got a small knock. Needs rest. So as I'm telling you guys, this Bafana save has only thrown unexpected turns. So for me, I did want to see how the rest of the team goes out to play, but I also believe that you need to look at your players every single time before selecting them to see if they're in alright condition, and as you can see they are not. So at the moment we're running out of options for centre backs, which is not a good thing. We'll have to select them even though they're tired. We don't have other options. But I really will, where I can, respect players and not play them. So I will start Jolly at DM, mainly because he hasn't been playing a lot for me at the moment, as well as Tulani Serrero. Maybe he should be playing there. And then Mokochu will make his debut for me in the deep lying playmaker role. Maluleka will make his debut as well, with, I will say, Kermit Erasmus on the left, and Tequilo Ranti will not be able to withstand all 90 minutes. So Tranquintiste, and then obviously select everyone. So let's get straight into the match. Mvalela Lele will be wearing the captain's armband as a very young player. So let's just get straight into this. This is a friendly, so not really expecting too much, but I would like to see this as good preparation, but it doesn't help risking players getting them injured before the actual match we should be playing. And that's the biggest reason for me to select this players I have today. As I said, unexpected turns. I would love to have put in my full strength team, but unfortunately you have to just look at the players, at your players' conditions and states. And Kabula Erasmus, and he just dribbles it back to the keeper, so unlucky there. I don't know exactly what happened. And that's a goal for Egypt, so not our best defenders out at the moment. It really is poor that we conceded up front, but we still have a chance to get back early. But Al Muhammadi just gets it away. Kabuza not been having a good first 10 minutes. And Salah, we know what he can do. We know what he can do. Really should be closing him down quicker. So at the moment, really struggling, and there you can see 45 minutes of set on him as well. His club doesn't want me to play him for longer than 45 minutes. So let's just quickly encourage the players as they might be looking quite down. Come on, South Africa, give me something to shout about. So Kermit Erasmus is the actual trequartista. Um, but he's playing on the winger for me for today. I know he can play there, so I'm just gonna give him the opportunity to play there a little bit more. And we got away with that, I do have to say. So I will be swapping Erasmus in for Gabuza half time just to see what he can do in his natural position, as Gabuza really doesn't look like a South Africa quality for me. I'm afraid I did want to give him a chance, and I really did give him a few chances, but surely Gabuza could do much better. Um, so Bernard Parker will come in for me there, and Rivaldo could see will come into Mafalela. And now we should be standing a better chance against Egypt. But as a manager, you always have to be ready for those unexpected things happening, and you have to think on your feet, always making changes on your feet, making sure you know what benefits the team the best. So you always have to be ready. You can't go in and say no, you don't know what to do anymore, as you are the man who has to make the calls. And I think in real life, being more connected to the emotion part of society, as football manager, it takes out that emotion too much. It's really difficult to communicate with players, so you have to think quickly on your feet and stay true to your word. And that's what I still have to learn sometimes, is staying true to your word, because even in football manager you just feel like, said this to this player, but you want to play the other player more. But instead, you should just stay true to what you said from the beginning, and that's one of the biggest issues people have to work on. So we're gonna look to make a change now. I want to see and if I can start bringing up my better players. For now, really want to give us a chance to win. So a Clausen will come up for me there. and then surely Dean Furman will come up there for me. So really want to start winning this match, and that's the big reason why I'm making a lot of changes now. Still on the defense, and they scored a second goal, so now really we've got our work cut out for us. We need to start showing some passion. Well, I don't know what to do, just demand more. Please don't concede. Thank you. Thank you. So short passes and then they kick it up. We're not playing our game. As good as we played against Argentina, we are playing a shocker tonight. Remember, it is away, it is harsh it's not actually that harsh conditions, it's actually only 10 degrees. I really thought it would have been worse in Egypt. So not really playing in the most harsh conditions, but we are playing away, which makes it difficult, but we really should be playing a little bit better now. And I do think injuries was disruptive. And there you see what I was talking about. Erasmus couldn't even score. And that's the main reason why I'm going to bring up Tequila Ranti now. But looks like I can't make any more subs. I didn't even count the substitutions. So this is really going to be a long 20 more minutes, as I can't make any more substitutions. Forgot to count. Got caught up in our loss. So we have to stick out with these players at the moment. At least Clausen and Bernard Parker is on the pitch, so they can really make a difference for me. Furman, Maisa, well done in holding that ball up. Well done. And Clausen just got caught there. Unlucky, unlucky. At least we should be able to score 1 or 2 goals at least. So I'm gonna ask for them to push forward. I don't care if they score now, but we at least need to score a few goals now. Now I'm gonna go for control. So who's closing down? Okay, so now I want to see short passes, build it up from the back, and they take it away, so I can't see how we're building it up. So no chances came from that. We need to start building up from the back. Great chances. Bernard Parker. Clausen's, Parker. Furman. Furman with a great shot. Furman looks dangerous. Dean Furman really does look dangerous. Not good. Not good. It doesn't look like we're gonna score any goals. So surely it's the end of the match already. So I will have to analyze this match as soon as possible and then really just come up with how we're gonna win the next match. as it was quite poor. I don't even want to speak to the lads. I was really expecting something from the game. We are still on course because we haven't played. It wasn't a qualifier, but we have to win the next game. So the next game is in 10 days, guys. I will be showing it on camera. So I will be making episode number 8 on the Zambia game. But thanks for watching, guys. Ropo Bulls FM. Hope you liked the video. Unfortunately, we lost this match. I would really like to show you the better South Africa, but we still need to get there. So just hang on tight. We will improve, and hopefully in the next one give you guys a good showing. So Ropo Bulls FM over and out. Take care, guys.